Why'd you do that? It's the voice in your head when you make some mistakes trying to purchase your first home. So let's go over 7 mistakes first-time home buyers make when purchasing their home so that you can avoid these same mistakes. Hey, what's going on? My name is Parrish Williamson, and I'm a realtor here in New York City and Long Island. And today I'm going to go over 7 mistakes first-time home buyers make when purchasing their home. And the first mistake is assuming that they won't get pre-approved. Okay? And this is when you need to speak to an agent or even a loan officer, because they can let you know that you may qualify, for loan options that accept people with a credit score as low as 580, or maybe because you don't have enough, cash, you think you don't have enough for the down payment. However, there's loan options that will allow you to make a down payment of as low as 3% and as low as 3.5%. There's so many different loan options out there for people that it'd just be wrong for you to tell yourself, I don't think I'll get pre-approved. So make sure you don't make that assumption and you actually go find out. Okay, common mistake number 2, only speaking to one lender. You want to shop around with different lenders, okay? You're speaking to an agent. A good agent will be able to recommend and refer you to 3 to 5 different loan officers, all right? Like I said, shop around for lenders. Different lenders have different loan options. They have different loan programs that could help you save some money during the purchase of your home, and they also are going to offer different rates. It's very competitive, and you have the advantage of finding the best mortgage loan option for yourself, okay? And remember, when you're shopping for lenders, only speak to, and when I say speak to, I mean actually going through the process of running your credit and seeing exactly what you can be pre-approved for. Only speak to 3 loan officers within a 30-day period, because all those 3 credit hits are only going to count as 1, because they know you can only get 1 mortgage loan for 1 house. Okay, number 3, getting pre-approved too late into the process. That's a common mistake. A lot of buyers just want to go see homes and then hopefully get everything started. However, if you're in a hot market, especially in a market like today, what happens is typically in the areas that you're searching, the homes show up one day and they're gone within the next 2 to 3 days. And what happens is you're going to go out, you're going to go see that home, and you're going to want to write an offer. But you're not able to write an offer because you don't have a pre-approval from your loan or from a bank. And so then you're going to miss out on that dream home of yours. So let's get pre-approved before we start the home search, so that way you don't miss out on any opportunities of purchasing your next home. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that if you're interested in purchasing condos, and maybe you just want to understand, or have clarity on the monthly payments of your condo, well, you can speak to your loan officer and say, hey, look, I really don't want to pay more than this per month. And they're going to take into account the average cost of condo fees, and when you add that number with the base principal, they're going to let you know, like, okay, hey, look, you can look at condos at this purchasing price and below. Anything above that is going to end up making you have to spend more than what your monthly mortgage goals are. All right. Common mistake number 4 is not speaking about closing costs. Now, this isn't typically your fault, especially because you're a first-time home buyer. You really don't know much, and you're trying to learn this process through the help of your agent. Unfortunately, there are a lot of agents out there that are not speaking about the closing costs in the very first conversations of purchasing a home. So a lot of times, buyers are midway through the process of searching and putting in offers on a home, and all of a sudden the conversation pops up like, hey, wait, do you have money for closing? Because if not, I guess we could do a concession, but I should tell you, in this market, concessions aren't that strong to win an offer. So now you're just like, what? What? You have all these questions and all this confusion now. So a good agent is going to have a conversation with you about closing costs in the beginning. And closing costs is just basically the fees and the taxes that you're going to pay at closing, once you finalize the deal and collect the keys on your home. And that's something you want to know, because especially in New York City and Long Island, it's about 5 to 6% of the purchase price of the home. All right. Another mistake that I hate seeing happen to first-time home buyers, but it's allowing your credit score to change during the process of purchasing your home. All right? You have to understand that when you get pre-approved, from the moment you get pre-approved to the moment you close in your home, if your credit score, obviously, to change negatively, it's not going to be a great outcome. Typically what happens is people end up losing the funding for purchasing their home. So little things, especially when you're excited, like buying furniture, because now you're moving from maybe a 1-bedroom apartment into a 3-bedroom home, and you want furniture. Well, what I'm going to suggest to you is to either wait until you have the keys in your hand or pay cash up front. Do not put it on any credit cards, okay? Allowing your credit score to negatively change during the process of buying a home could potentially keep you from purchasing a home. Right? Another common mistake is underestimating the cost of maintenance on your home. All right, something to keep in mind is, take 1% of the purchase price of your home and keep that in savings, because you never know when something might pop up. All right, because now you're no longer renting and you're now owning. So every little thing that goes wrong in the house or on the property is up to you to maintain. And typically what happens is buyers put a lot of their money into purchasing a home, and then they're not aware that they should have money either ready or start saving money for when problems do occur. And typically when problems start to occur and you don't have the money to take care of it, it only gets worse down the road. So finally, the last common mistake that first-time home buyers make is overlooking market value. Now, obviously, your agent should be a big part of making sure that this does not happen. However, there are some agents that will let it happen. You have to be aware of and understand what you're paying for. Okay? For example, sellers can list their home at any price. And what that means is if the house is listed for $1 million, but you actually find out that the market value is only $700,000, well, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, unless that's just the desire, that's the home that you just desire. It doesn't make a lot of sense to spend $300,000 more than what the home is actually worth. So, make sure that when you see homes, make sure your agent is checking what the value is in that neighborhood or that area, and make sure you're making the offer for the value of that home if you're looking to truly not waste or spend extra money that you don't have to. Okay? So those are the 7 common mistakes first-time home buyers make when purchasing their home. And I hope that gives you a lot of questions and a lot of ideas to bring to the table when speaking to an agent and loan officers. I hope if there's any other questions that you have, you will reach out to me. Please comment below or find my contact information in the description below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos, information, and advice for all things real estate. See you next time.